Welcome to this week's episode of Maroon TV News. I'm Liz Stark.
And I'm Mike Basilio.
And here are this week's top stories.
Fashion RSO Moda hosted its annual spring fashion show called Moda in Bloom on Friday. Moda took over the Chicago Union Station's Great Hall and featured collections from local brands, student designers, and models. Moda also launched its latest issue of Moda magazine, which covers fashion trends for the spring. The Moda fashion show was complemented by live music and dance performances.
The co-founder of Reddit, Alexis Ohanian, visited campus on Wednesday to talk to students about the rise of internet entrepreneurship, digital technology, and startup businesses. Ohanian's visit was one of more than 150 nationwide stops to promote his new book, Without Their Permission, which chronicles his experience of creating Reddit. Ohanian also interviewed UChicago alum Suzanne Chier, founder of the Hullabaloo Company, in a fireside-style chat. This event was sponsored by the RSO Envision Do, which supports students in the field of business and technology. For more information about future Envision Do events, check out www.envisiondo.org.
This past weekend, UChicago's very own circus troupe, Laboris and Vox, put on a high-wire show inspired by The Wizard of Oz. Our Sarah Claypool was there for the report.
With fairy tales, flying, and music, it was an exciting weekend in Hutch Commons. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights, Laboris and Vox, the student-led circus group, presented a raucous fairy tale-themed show. It combined elements from Peter Pan, The Wizard of Oz, Little Red Riding Hood, Arabian Nights, and African folklore.
Somebody thought doing a kind of fairy tale mashup would be good, and I thought that was a really good idea, but that there should be an overarching kind of theme tying it all together, and we thought that like The Wizard of Oz was like a great American sort of folktale, fairy tale that would fit the bill to tie it all together. And it's basically the alternate story of Dorothy's time in Oz, where instead of following the yellow brick road, she goes into the woods after Dorothy, and we learn that all magical things take place adjacent to Oz.
The audience was highly enthusiastic.
I think my favorite part was like the Lost Boys scene, and I don't know if it's just because I'm partial to the song, but like, I don't know, it just had a lot of energy and everybody was doing something and there was just like tons of things to look at and really reminded me of Circus du Soleil.
It's super fun to see people you know at these because it's like a talent you wouldn't expect anyone to have. So when you recognize that someone like on silks or whatever, it's like really impressive to, I don't know, see that happen.
Circus performers start working on each show at the start of the quarter, so many of the participants only got involved first week winter quarter.
The most important thing about the circus is just inclusivity and people learning how to use their bodies in a new way. And you know, you're a student, you spend so much of your time walking or sitting, but your bodies are like really, really incredible. And I'm not like the strongest, fittest man in the world. I'm short, I can't run fast and all of that stuff. But I'm low to the ground, I've got decent coordination, and with a little training, it means I can lift people above my head, or I can eventually learn to do a backflip. And just because you've never done something before doesn't mean you don't have the ingredients to do it. So I highly encourage it. You never know what kind of fun stuff you do.
There will be another show spring quarter.
It's $2 in 1 hour. Have fun. It's really cool. And even if you don't know what to expect, just know that everyone here is doing this because it entertains them and they love it. And we think that you will be entertained and also enjoy it very much as a result.
For Maroon TV News, I'm Sarah Claypool.
One UChicago student put her knowledge to the test, literally. Second-year Lori Beckoff competed in the Jeopardy College Championships and walked away with $10,000 after reaching the semifinals. Beckoff's last episode was broadcasted Monday, but our Liz Stark sat down with the standout second year for an exclusive interview.
Lori, thank you so much for joining us today. Why were you interested in being on Jeopardy?
Well, I've been watching it my entire life. I was brought up sitting down to dinner at 7 p.m. to watch Jeopardy. My family would play along. So I think my dad auditioned a few times. My sister might have auditioned once. And then when I became old enough for Teen Jeopardy, I auditioned 3 times. Well, took the online test, qualified for an audition every time, but never made it on. And then the first time I took it for College Jeopardy, I actually made it.
And once you found out that you made it, what did you do to prepare?
There's a Jeopardy archive website that has all of the old games with all the questions, who got them right, what incorrect guesses were, all of the stats. So I went and looked at the old college tournaments and did a lot of review from there. And based on what I saw in there, I went onto quiz websites and Wikipedia pages of general trivia things that came up a lot, things like presidents and state capitals.
And what was your favorite part of this experience?
Honestly, probably meeting the other contestants. It was an amazing group of people from colleges all over the country and different majors, different extracurricular activities, with different areas of expertise when it came to trivia. But everyone had this common passion for this show, and we're still in contact. We've been on Google Hangouts every day while watching, and it was amazing to get to play with them and meet them.
Up next is our weekly UChicago segment, where we send reporters into the field to hear from you. This week, Maroon TV asked students, where's your favorite place to eat in Chicago?
Okay, my favorite restaurant is definitely Thai 55. And then why? I love Thai food. A lot of spices, good flavor, great place.
We go to Vermilion a lot. It's downtown. It's really good.
And why?
Really good authentic. Yeah, authentic Indian food. It's a nice ambiance. It's fun. Yeah.
Why do I like CNH? Well, I like the coffee there. I also think it's really weird that you to get a sandwich you have to go up to the front where the coffee station is, and you order there, and then you have to go to the back and wait for your sandwich there. So I thought that was odd the first time I went there, but then I got this tuna salad and dill and whatnot, and it was just really good, and that's why I like CNH.
Yeah, my favorite is ZNH as well. Similarly, because I think they have really good coffee. Also, because I really like the way they yell my name when I order a sandwich. It's really loud, and they usually don't get it right. So it's kind of funny. It's like a sort of comic element to the eating experience.
The University of Chicago mourns the death of third-year student and International House resident Nicholas Barnes. Barnes was found dead in his dorm room on Saturday, February 15th. He was majoring in Germanic Studies and had recently studied abroad in Vienna, according to an email from Dean of Students in the college, Susan Art. The memorial service was held Monday night in Ida Noyes Hall. Maroon TV sends its condolences to the family and friends of Nicholas. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Maroon TV News. I'm Liz Stark.
And I'm Mike Basilio. Have a great week.